Listening to my old songs back when I would talk about things that hadn't happened yet, but now I get to talk about. Just got back from South Beach, Collins Ave Shore Club. Always celebrating what I wanna see more of. Took my mom with me, let her soak up all this. That's what I call foresight, that's what I call manifesting. A show now, and you know it's going up. Plays in the millions, guess I'm finally blowing up. Oh, what the feeling, 10 years making beats.
Family pancakes in an hour. A lot to get done today. Gonna be another day of hustle, balancing time with the family. Just having a good old time. Let's get it started.
Bitter, but the aftertaste is so sweet. Could have stopped at any time, wouldn't happen.
I was hoping to have finished editing episode 10, but we gotta run to Family Pancakes, family time. See you on the flip side.
People used to talk down, but now I got them speechless. That's what I call foresight, that's what I call manifesting.
Just got back from Family Pancakes. You know what it is. Time to put in the work. See how much we can get done today. About maybe have 9-ish hours and try and not hustle. See what we can do. Take your eyes on through it, just like always. So one of the big things for me that helps me maintain social media is I honestly lay out my posts for the week, both for the personal page, which is more fitness oriented, a couple business posts with structural MD here or there, just kind of the story behind it, what's gone well, what hasn't gone well, and also then laying out posts for the company social media pages. And that just helps me because I don't know what's going to happen in the week. And the past 2 weeks I haven't really laid it out, and I've kind of been really inactive, especially if you look at the Structural MD Instagram, which I will put a link to, not a link to, but I'll put the handle in here if you want to check it out. And that's just because I haven't laid it out, so I've been inconsistent with it. But also, the one thing is sometimes posts just kind of come up. Either I just have a really inspirational thing, or I really think of something good that I want to write about, so I do. For example, last week I got the budget for the research for graduate school. Part of the technology for behind Structural MD, or one of the aspirations behind it, and it was 60 grand. I almost pooped myself, but it's kind of things like that, and that just kind of spurred the moment, and I'll just throw that in there. Even though it might kind of throw off the scheduling, if you will. 2 posts may happen within an hour, but it is what it is. But definitely laying it out helps a lot, especially when you're by yourself trying to run 2 pages. Except my buddy Josh does help me a little bit with managing the community of the Structural MD page.
Anything I want, I speak into existence. That's how I'm living. That's how I'm waiting.
Definitely one of the more frustrating things when I personally am not as productive as I should be or could be. I get distracted, my phone, that's a big one. I mean, yes, it's great, I've done a lot of things with it, but it at the same time can be a distraction, and I'm not invincible to having tasks take longer than they should. So, case in point, that one took longer than it should. On to the next thing. So, for those of you that don't know, Toastmasters is an organization where you get the chance to practice your public speaking skills. I was not always a confident, outgoing person. I still am not the most outgoing. Some days I'm more outgoing than others, obviously when I feel better. But Toastmasters has really helped me improve my public speaking, especially with all this stuff with 3D printing and Structural MD. I know I'm going to have to give a lot of presentations over the course of this whole ordeal, and getting the chance to practice my public speaking has been a huge improvement. One, it's self-confidence. 2, it's a really big benefit. Most engineers suck at speaking in front of large crowds. We're typically the reserved nerd, intellectual, what's that word? Oh, what is it? Introvert. And practicing public speaking has definitely helped, and it's definitely come in handy as I've given several presentations, and this is only going to grow. So something I definitely recommend I'm definitely one of the younger members. It's more of an older person thing, but these are skills you have to learn when you're young. I'm 22, but if I can master crafts at 22, it's going to pay dividends later on, and that's the big thing, is a lot of people don't look at the big picture, which is what you're going to see in this whole vlog, is that I'm a 22-year-old kid who's got this big frickin' dream that not really many people believe in, my parents, but not many people outside of that. And you're just going to watch the things that happened, you know, the sacrifices that I make, the little sacrifices here and there to work on this versus, you know, going out and partying. And if you go out and party, that's fine. I don't care. But our ambitions aren't the same. Our ambitions don't match up. I don't want to work for somebody else. Or if I do, I want to be at an executive level. There's a lot of things in corporate America that I don't agree with. And that's a whole nother diatribe for a whole nother day, for a whole nother episode. I might just make an episode specifically on the things that I disagree with and why I want to do my own thing. And 3D printing just happens to be that. So despite not really feeling on it today, I really just kind of, everything's done that needed to get done. So we're going to win the day, which is awesome. But now we're just going to kind of work ahead on some things that might have been done tomorrow and start working on those today and take care of it. Probably dinner in like an hour or so. Just see all what I can get done. Not really going to plan anything. I have stuff written down for what I'm going to do. Just time to get to it and keep rolling the ball. Might actually go to bed a little bit earlier tonight, get a little bit more than 6.5 hours of sleep, try and shoot for 7.5. Took a nice nap on the car ride back from Pancakes earlier, probably about a half hour or so, but definitely trying to take care of the body. The show prep's getting a little demanding, which is what it is, but just makes things a little bit harder to do. All in all, really solid day. Emails all sent out. Feel really caught up. Feels really good to be on top of things. I gotta tell you, you know, maybe staying in on the weekends kind of sucks at times. You know, you want to go out and socialize, and I definitely feel you. I feel it. I mean, I feel the urge too, but I know that this is a long-term thing, and I know that it's going to play out in the long run. It's going to work out for my benefit. It's just in the short term, there's days where you know, it's a little harder than others, and you want to be the typical kid, if you will. And you know, it ebbs and flows, but it feels really good to be on top of it. Real sense of accomplishment, sense of relief. I know this is a long-term game. I know this is going to take a really long time for everything to happen. It's already been 1.5 years, and things aren't anywhere near where I dreamed or hoped, but that's just part of the process, and patience is honestly the hardest thing, especially with social media and growing up in that era of things being at my fingertips. I suck at patience. I just suck at it. There's like other things in life outside of business that I'd like to work out, you know, friendships that I'd like to improve and things of that nature, especially family, and it just takes time, and patience is extremely difficult. But all in all, solid day. So just, you know, wrapped up family dinner. Things are going great. Probably going to actually start editing today's video today and get that kind of squared away, and hopefully streamline that process tomorrow even quicker. And just really happy with things. Couldn't be happier. Things could obviously always be better. I mean, don't get me wrong, but for as bad as things have been over the past, you know, going to therapy, and things are looking good, but it's going to be a lot more ups and downs, and it's just part of the journey. Oh, exactly, and your recipes are saving me like a bajillion.
I don't wanna hear about these rappers with the same flows. Everybody cut, copy, paste, and where the game go. I remember when I was a kid that would've warranted excommunication from